Hello and welcome to a special program called Cricket Predictor. We are not in Mumbai, we are not in Delhi, we are not in Dubai. We are in Sharjah and we're talking about the Gulf Cup here with the team from India which has come here. It's the British school from New Delhi and we are joined by two esteemed promoters of the game and the well-known faces from the Gulf and India. On my left is Atul Wasan, the former Indian speedster who's got a sharp observation and even more sharp voice for the game. I'm also joined by very gentle talking and the biggest servant of the game, Mr. Shahzaad Altaf. Incidentally, Mr. Shazad Altaf has played the 1996 World Cup. Atul Wassan has been there since the time India has been playing from 1989-90. Let me start off with Atul Wassan. Atul, you've been here for the Under-19 Asia Cup. Suddenly you were amidst Under-19 cricketers from New Delhi. Being a Delhi selector and Delhi player, what do you think of the entire atmosphere here?
So there are some where they could play under 13. So yeah, this is like Tendulkar effect. Before Tendulkar, everybody used to say that you mature as a player at 20.
Right.
And you should start coaching. I felt at 14. But now I see in the academy 7-year-old come, and I want different view. You should never coach anybody before 12, because you should let them enjoy. If you regiment them and what you're teaching them is a normal way to play. And remember the W.G. Grace?
Yes.
And
he played
Waddle and all that. And I used to read those books. If you see Bumrah, see Smith, you burn those books. So this is what is it. If you keep coaching them, you let them play, you see the talent. And I think till 10 years old, everybody should do gymnastics. And then you can play anything in your life.
Well, absolutely.
You should not coach. I'll request the coaches, don't coach. Just let them enjoy.
Let me just ask you, and I asked you before the game started, the program started. What were we doing when we were under 10, 11, 12?
I know what I was doing. What were you doing?
I was actually reading books. Doing nothing, reading books.
I was watching two Charas and black and white. I was fixing the antenna so I could see them play.
What about the kites?
Yeah, that too. So that was, that time. And I don't hold it against them because they are, this time is there. And there is still virtue in that. But they should actually, somebody should mentor them. This day and age when there's too much instant gratification.
Right.
Everything on tap. You want food, you order. You want entertainment, So that time, when you get used to this, then it's very hard to become a sportsman.
Right.
Because to become a top level sportsman, you have to, sacrifice blood, sweat and tears. He can tell you. But I think you can say that to them, but it's not easy. It's the jobs of mentors and the coaches. And eventually, when you're too hard on them, their parents will come. And
talking about, sir, यहाँ की क्रिकेट बहुत बड़ी है in the last 25 years and your Gulf Cup has been there तब से. ये कितने teams का tournament होता है और कितना बड़ा हो गया all of a sudden?
See, when we start the Gulf Cup, it was total only 4 teams.
Right.
Then every year the team has been increased 4 to 8, 9. Now from last 10 years we have 60 to 70 teams in the tournament. And we have to play 125 matches in between 20 days. We have to finish all the matches. And every year we're doing. And these tournaments, I can say you, Ben Stokes, when he was 14 years old, 16 years old, Steve Harmson's, Graham Wood, all they played this tournament.
I actually coached Flintoff. I used to play for...
Before getting hit for sixes or after?
So he was a kid then. So I used to play for Lancs.
Yeah.
Lancashire. And he used to live down the road. And his dad brought him to me. And he used to play rugby that time.
Yes.
And he used to play all the sport. And that is the point. Because when you see somebody is gifted sportsman,
yeah,
and then you have to decide. You have to, shape their mind that you're good at this. And if that happens, but I don't take the credit of that. But he came to me maybe a month. That's it. But it worked.
Does he remember and does he still have that gratitude?
He came back and we had a shoot with Michael Warren and all that. And I retired by then. And because we used to sprint and I used to beat him then. He said, "Can I have a sprint?" I said, "No."
Well, those are good old days and good old memories. But sir, coming back to the schools that are coming, how many schools come from India just for understanding.
The schools will come mostly will come from England.
Largely from England.
England, they are, I think, in the other few months, about 20 schools are coming from England to play cricket here, like in the Jan, Pep, March till March. We are even from South Africa, the captains, the school.
Our favorite place in the world, Cape Town. Atul, very important question here, and again, I know you have this thing about important stuff. Playing under lights at this age, and playing 70 teams from various countries, what kind of exposure does a kid get?
Yeah, it's amazing. The kind of exposure they're getting. Even if they are not gifted, they will still take something from here.
Right.
Everybody's not going to become a cricketer. But if you stick to this,
Right.
you will get something because you will get compensated. You learn because this is a team sport. And whatever you do, the drills and everything, you do for 3-4 years. Even if you do that and you don't play cricket, I've seen players who have achieved nothing, but they are sorted in life. If you play a sport, a team sport, that's the best thing you can do.
Another important factor was that the floodlights came. When we were growing up,
And floods came.
well, that's Atul Wassan for you, India's former speedster. In fact, floods and Dubai and Sharjah, we're not talking about it. It's a touchy topic here.
No, but this is beautiful because
It doesn't go on air.
it's the mecca of cricket now. Because the facilities here, and he's saying 125 teams is nowhere in the world. And they've made this like in this weather. They've got grass, they've got facilities, they've got, so they've got things for every age group. They've got drills, they've got the best coaches. ICC moved there.
Absolutely.
So, see, if Mohammed doesn't go to mountain came to Mohammed.
Well, on that note, I'm going to ask you another thing, sir. यहाँ पे कितने बड़े-बड़े players यहाँ पे आते हैं and coaching करते हैं for the students. Courtney Walsh, Saeed Ajmal, कौन से?
Those was with us from 2 months back. And he was with us for about 8 to 9 days. He did the coaching only for the one boys. One boy.
Curtly Ambrose.
Well, that's a...
So he reminded me, we played a game here. Malcolm Marshall, you know Malcolm Marshall? We played, could not sleep for 2 days. So he played against him. I was playing with him. And so played at this ground. Yeah.
We are talking about the 1994 World 11s versus the UAE team. And there, Mr. Shahzaad Altaf was the opening fast bowler. And guess who was on the other side? Mr. Atul Wassan, of course.
And Malcolm Marshall.
And Richardson.
And Nasir Hussain.
Oh, by the way, Nasir Hussain went from here and he made a comeback in the England team.
England team,
And
yeah.
became captain.
Yeah, he's right.
He was dropped, he came and played.
Yeah, he played that. Yeah, right.
So these tournaments, like at the junior level, what do they do in terms of exciting them, putting the competition in the mind?
No, they are. I feel happy for them because it's like a short span. In our days, there was not even 50 overs. You had to play days through it. But that actually prepared the boys to be patient. You have to stand. If you bowl few overs, then you have to wait for 4 hours, 5 hours, and then there's a lunch, there's a tea, and that actually built your your character. Now 20 overs, and we're going to bat, we're going to have lunch or all this. So this is I don't know. I'm like a guy who will not. I believe in tough love.
Right. Sure. Now we move on to the last section where I'll request my camera to come from here. Going to ask you your 2 or 3 quick questions. You've got to introduce yourself quickly.
My name is Javeer.
Javeer.
Yes.
All right. So, Javeer, what's your favorite form of cricket? 50 overs, 20 overs or test match?
20 overs because that way I will grow into meeting other players, and also most players also play 20 overs, and it's also easier to squeeze in other matches, and it's
Who's your favorite player? Quick.
Rishavant.
Atharf, quickly. Are you a bowler or a fast batter? Most bowler?
Yeah.
Who's your favorite bowler?
I just feel Bumrah.
Yeah. Bumrah. For the reason?
Well, he's just really fast, and at the moment, I think throughout his career, he's been unplayable by any bats.
So, you're a bowler,
Yeah, no, I'm not a bowler.
you're a batsman,
I'm a batsman.
but when you bowl,
It goes to either it goes wide or it's a no ball.
But no problem, no room for all-rounder. Just keep on stick to one thing. You do one thing.
so tell me one thing, Evan. When you come from Delhi, were you excited or you nervous to come with this batch?
Mostly seeing the timetable of the venue of the matches, I was actually not that nervous, except for the match that's going to happen tomorrow at the Oval.
But what happened today? Do you want to share with everyone? No.
So we lost by a lot of runs.
We're not going to ask you about that more. Tell me what's on your shopping list.
Mostly nothing.
Mostly nothing. No cricket gears, no pants, no nothing.
My name's Altaf.
Madhav.
Yeah,
Madhav, what do you do? Do you like bowling, batting, or are you a wicket keeper?
I'm a batsman.
Do you do keeping? Do you do off spin?
I bowl a bit of off spin, but occasionally.
Tell us something. When you go and bat, would you think of a particular batsman in your mind that you idolize and then start hitting like that?
I would like to play like myself the most because that's when I play the best.
I think it deserves a round of applause from Gary. So, isn't there a player that you kind of follow? Nothing.
No, not really.
And who's your coach?
I have like a coach in Delhi.
Yeah,
So his name's Rajan sir.
Rajan sir.
Yeah.
And does he bowl you side arm?
Yeah.
Does he bowl fast?
Yeah.
Do you stare at him when he hits you?
No.
All right. Did you ever get hit on your ribs or
Yeah.
your gloves?
A couple of times.
How do you react?
It hurts at first, but you have to get over it.
Yeah, Rajan. We've got Karmas from the British School, New Delhi. He's 14. And who's your favorite player?
Hardik Pandya.
Hardik Pandya, of course. Do you like tattoos?
No.
Do you like the way he bowls or fields?
I like the way he bowls sometimes, but his equals sometimes is a bit too high. But when he bowls under pressure, that's what inspired me.
What is the other quality that you think on the field that he has that none other cricketer, or why do you follow him?
Like the way he bats. As a kid, I just used to love the way he used to hit sixes. I remember when I was watching India versus New Zealand, I don't know which year, like 2017 or 18, he took a diving catch.
Yes.
And against Australia as well, he was able to, one-handed dive catch. And against Australia, he was also able to dictate the game by hitting a 90.
My name's Rio. The favorite person is me.
Oh. Why is that?
I like me.
Sure. Yeah, but you can like it, but you must do something to like yourself. What do you do that
sing,
nobody else
you
can do?
dance, you have... What do you do?
I sing in the shower.
Do you want to become a stand-up comedian? Or a cricketer? No. So, a presenter? Answer.
I know, I know.
So, lovely.
Let's look at you sing. We want to hear you sing.
I do in the shower.
Let's say if you are it's basically that good. Sometimes you learn yourself, but say he was all that. What do you do today? Batting or bowling? Today in the match?
Both.
Bowl? You enjoyed that?
No, I did both, and yes.
You bet.
Yeah.
You enjoyed that?
Yeah.
But that's it. You enjoyed it, that's the thing. Doesn't matter what you did. It's better than singing in the shower.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much. Well, I'm going to wrap up now. Well, you just heard the students playing in the Gulf Cup, and this is a team that has come from the British School, New Delhi, and we had an amazing time discussing about Virat Kohli, Rishabh Pant, which backsided the backstories and the anecdotes Atul Wasan had. Mr. Shahzaad Altaf, of course, talking about the Gulf Cup, how he created, how he played in the 1996 World Cup, and we had this wonderful team who was a part of this discussion. This is Sunil Yashkala signing off on NewsX.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.